The little boy didn't raise his voice. He didn't point. He just leaned closer and whispered, "Sir, there's a camera in your office." The CEO smiled politely until the boy described exactly where it was hidden, and then, the color drained from the CEO's face. No one ever questioned Daniel Cross. He was the kind of CEO people feared before they respected. His glass office sat above the city like a throne, walls spotless, desk perfectly aligned, reputation untouchable. Employees spoke carefully around him, afraid that one wrong word could cost them their job. That morning was supposed to be ordinary. Daniel was walking briskly through the lobby when he nearly collided with a small boy holding his mother's hand. The boy looked no older than 9. His clothes were clean but worn, his shoes a size too big. His mother quickly apologized, pulling him aside, but the boy didn't move. He looked up at Daniel with eyes far too serious for his age and whispered, "There's a camera in your office." Daniel chuckled softly. "That's impossible," he said. "Security cameras are everywhere, kid." The boy shook his head. "Not that kind. The one behind the clock. It's not for safety." Daniel froze, just for a second. No one knew about the clock. It had been installed weeks ago. No one except him and the board-approved contractor. Daniel laughed louder this time, brushing it off. But the boy wasn't done. "You use it to watch people when they don't know," the boy added. "You listen too." The mother gasped, embarrassed. "I'm so sorry." He imagines things. But Daniel felt something he hadn't felt in years, fear. He walked away, but the whisper followed him into the elevator, into his office, into his thoughts. All morning, Daniel couldn't focus. Finally, his hand trembled as he reached for the antique clock mounted on the wall behind it. A blinking red light. The camera was on, but that wasn't what terrified him most. The system log showed someone else had accessed it. Daniel demanded to see the boy again. Security searched the building, but the mother and child were gone. All that remained was a janitor who quietly mentioned that the woman worked nights cleaning offices, including the executive floor. That night, Daniel stayed late for the first time in years. As the halls emptied, memories returned, conversations he had secretly recorded, promotions denied, employees fired after private talks meant to stay private. He had told himself it was leadership, protection, control. But now, alone in the dark, it felt like something else. Cowardice. At midnight, footsteps echoed. The boy stood at the doorway again, holding a small notebook. "You shouldn't spy on people," he said calmly. "My dad lost his job because of someone like you." Daniel swallowed hard. "How do you know about the camera?" The boy opened the notebook. Inside were drawings, offices, desks, hidden wires. "I listen," he said. "Grown-ups talk when they think kids don't matter." That night, Daniel unplugged the system. The next morning, he called an all-staff meeting. For the first time, he stood without a podium, without security nearby. "I've been watching you," he said. And not in the way a leader should. Gasps filled the room. He confessed everything. The recordings. The fear-based management. The lies he told himself. Then he did something no one expected. He resigned. The company restructured, transparency policies were written, and trust slowly returned. Months later, Daniel funded scholarships for children of laid-off workers, including one small boy whose whisper changed everything. Daniel Cross lost his power that day, but for the first time, he earned his humanity. Ending message leaves viewers inspired. Sometimes, the smallest voice speaks the loudest truth, and sometimes, being watched is exactly what teaches us how to finally see.